Hi guys, Kriba here from Turbopine Technologies. So this video is for business owners or small company owners who are struggling to find quality leads for their businesses. If you are spending too much time searching for leads, or if you are spending too much time creating personalized outreach message manually, or if you're just blasting generic message for your leads and hoping that you will get a reply from them, and if you're not getting a reply, so this video is for you. So what we are going to do is, here I have an automation, so three automations. So we will go through one by one. I'm using N8N, and then an email finder, so that we find an email, and then we will use LinkedIn and then ChatGPT to get all the things what we want. Okay, so the goal for the today's video is, let's say I have a Google Sheets here, and let's say I have a company website. So I have one general company website and my company website. So we need to get a primary domain, meaning we just take this one, after the double slash, we just take this thing and we put the primary domain here. And then in the column, I have a website summary. So, and then LinkedIn and this few other things. Here we will have a company LinkedIn description. And then, so here we will take two stakeholders, meaning either we will find a CEO, founder, something like this. So we will find two key decision makers in one particular company, and we will find their email ID, and then we will find their name, email ID, and what is their headline in a LinkedIn, and what is the about section in that particular LinkedIn. And then we will create three personalized message, one for email, one for LinkedIn outreach, and one for cold calling script. So yeah, so in essence, we have a website, and we take the website data, and we get the company's LinkedIn data, we get the decision making person's LinkedIn data, their about section, and then we get their name, email, and create a three personalized message, one for email, one for LinkedIn, and one for cold calling. Likewise, we do for the second person too. We store everything in a Google Sheet, and yeah, so this is the thing. So let's get into it. I have N8N. I'm having a cloud version. You can have, sorry, I'm doing a self host. Maybe you have a cloud version or whatever. So what you can do is you can go N8N .io. I will give the link in the description. So you go to n8n.io and you click enter. So it will open. We will have this screen, so you can sign up and create an account for yourself. Or if you already have an account, you can create a new workflow, and then you'll have this blank canvas. I will give you this workflow. So what you can do is you can just import it. I import from a file, and that's all. So this workflow will be in your computer. So what we are to have this, we need to some connections. So if you already have a Google Sheets, is fine. Google Sheets created is fine. So what I will do is I will give you this Google Sheets also in the description. So please add this in your account. Meaning, so I have already created an account here and connected to N8N. So create a Google Sheet on the same account which you created here using this account, and then you will have a login. If not, you need to go here, create new credential, and have a OAuth, and then client ID, this kind of things. There is a lot of tutorials in YouTube how to do this. So please refer that video. And then here I use a loop over. So what we are doing is we are getting a data, and then we are sending it one by one, and then we use HTTP. Why I do that? First, we need to know what service they provide. How we know that? We scrape their website. We take all the data from the website so that we know what service they provide, who they are, what they do. So how I do this? I use HTTP module. So the method will be get, and we need to get the URL. So URL will be, obviously, we take from the company website. So the company website is this one. So I take this URL. So let's say I go here. Yeah, I copy this and I paste it here, and it will return me this one. So this is the same thing which you obviously, this is my website. So this is the same operation what you are doing here by using get this URL. So it will get you all the things. Obviously, in the right panel you can see these are the content, HTML content in this website. So obviously it is a lot of things which you cannot dissect and find the information. So what we do this, we clean this HTML. How we do this? So we use one more module. Obviously, this module will be in your canvas if you import this from a blueprint. So we use HTML module where source data is this JSON from here, and then we use this field, so that it will give us a format where it will be a little bit easy for AI to read it. Obviously, this format cannot be readable by AI. Of course, it can be, but we don't want to stress it. So these are the things which it will be in a little bit clearer format. And then after we clean this data, we do a code. Why do we do this? For one primary reason, in most of the website or in some of the website, so they will give the social media. In the social media, they will give a link in URL. So if you find it here, it's fine. So we are going to use it. So that's a point of this code. So what we do is we use this code and we scrape through this data and find if company has a LinkedIn URL. If it is yes, it's fine. If not, we are going to find it in a next automation. So this use of this code is using we are using to get if the company has a LinkedIn data. Okay, yeah. So we use this code to take the LinkedIn URL from the website. Then let's say we have a data here, which we take from the website and we give it to AI. So we use ChatGPT. So I use ChatGPT 4.1 mini, and this is the prompt which I gave. So I need a summary of the website content, and the content we get it from the HTML. So which this is the data which we will give to the ChatGPT. The right side you can see what are the data we are providing, and ChatGPT will give us a summary of this website. And after getting the summary, we are updating in our Google Sheet. So how we do this? We put in a summary tab, and then if we have a LinkedIn, we update it here, or else no worries, we are going to find it in the next workflow. So in order to run it, let me check. So I have this company website and primary domain. This field is empty and this field is empty. So let's run this workflow and let's see. So it is getting a data, making HTTP request, cleaning the HTML format. ChatGPT is finding the data and summarizing it and updating in a Google Sheet. Obviously, this is the error. Let's check what's happening here. Okay, you see column names were updated. So this Google Sheet has been updated. So what I just click refresh here. I will delete the things which I don't need because I know sometimes it will make the empty. So in order to be on a safe side, I'm deleting what are the fields which I don't want. So it should work for now. So let's run it again. Yeah, so there is no error. So let's see. Yeah, website summary is here, and for this first website we have a LinkedIn URL. So thanks to this code which we write here, so it fetches the LinkedIn URL and we can put it here. And for the second website, which is mine, I don't have a LinkedIn URL, so there is no LinkedIn URL here. So the first workflow goal is to get the summary and then to find if the LinkedIn is presented in the website, yes or no, and then we update a Google Sheet as workflow one completed, W1 completed. Okay, so the first workflow is done. Now here we have three branches. So this is a little bit big workflow, but the logic behind this is simple. So again, we are getting the Google Sheets. We are getting the same Google Sheet which is here. We're getting the same one. And what we are doing is we are looping it. So we are having it at a one by one. And here I use a if condition. So it will take two paths. If a LinkedIn URL is present, it will go in a different path. If a LinkedIn URL is not present, what we do, we need to find it. So for this, I'm using Apify scraper. Apify, if you don't know, it is a platform where you use, you can scrape a lot of things. You have scrapers there. So yeah, you can go apify.com, which I will give the link in the description. Here, for this, the actor which I used for this one is free LinkedIn company finder LinkedIn address from any website. I will give the link for this particular actor in the description. So this is the actor which I will be using. So you need to use this too if you want, or else you can go for a different, better actor. And this is the format. So what we do here, we took a domain and give this. Do you see why we need to have a primary domain here? So we need to use this primary domain and use this Apify actor to fetch if this particular primary domain has a LinkedIn URL or not. Okay. So we take it. If LinkedIn is present, it's fine. It's going for some other Apify actors. If LinkedIn is not present, we try to look for a LinkedIn company profile using the primary domain. If we found it, it's going for the same operation which we are doing here. If we doesn't find it, we are just updating a Google sheet saying that, oh, we don't find anything. We don't find any company LinkedIn URL. That's all. So we are updating it. We don't find it because there is no point of running automation if we cannot find a LinkedIn URL. So we did two things to find it, whether using a website, we scrape the website and we write a code if we can find a LinkedIn URL from a website. If not, we will use a one Apify actor. So we use the primary domain, this one of this particular website, to find a LinkedIn. If it doesn't, we cannot find it there, then there is no point of getting all the data because we cannot get it if the LinkedIn is not present for that particular company. So the workflow here is here we check if a LinkedIn URL exists. If it exists, it's going for some other Apify actor. If not, we find it, and if we find it, we just go for the same operation which is below here. We go for this operation. If we don't find it, we update it as no, we don't have LinkedIn URL. Okay, let's see this path. So this is the path we take from a Google sheet, and LinkedIn URLs exist. We go here. Okay, if a LinkedIn URL exists, we need multiple things. One, company LinkedIn profile, and the last three recent posts from the company, and then find the decision makers. These are the three things. So what we need, first one, company LinkedIn details. So for this, I use another actor, LinkedIn company details scraper. I will give again this actor link in the description. So again, you need to make connection here. So how you do this? You create new credential, and this is straightforward. You can see a lot of YouTube videos how to create connections for Google Sheets, Chat GPTs, Apify, or anything whatever I'm showing in this video. Yeah, so you can do this, and you will use this actor, and this is the thing for you. You need to map this one from LinkedIn URL, which is here, because we have a LinkedIn URL. You just drag and drop it here. So these are the variable field. Make sure that whatever things here is you're taking from the previous node. Yeah. So we find the LinkedIn company details by putting the company LinkedIn URL. So it will fetch us the details from the company LinkedIn URL. And then again, we will use one more actor, where this actor will fetch the company LinkedIn last three posts. So we are using particular actor for this one. Just give me a second. Let me. Yeah, this actor which we are using, it scrapes the company post. Again, I will give the link in the description. So limit I set to three, last three, sort by recent last three posts. So we are getting the LinkedIn post, and then here is the critical part. I add aggregate. It is just combining, because you see here we have three items. Yeah, so I'm just aggregating it as a one item. It is not too needed for this video. And the major part is finding a decision makers for that particular company. So I'm using this Apify actor, link in the description. So this is a JSON format which we are using. And you need to change this title which you are looking for. Maybe you need to change it to CEO, and this one to founder, this one to manager or something. So make sure it's in a perfect JSON format, meaning it needs to be under double quotes and it needs to have a comma, but the last one should need to have a comma. So make sure you have the same format. Fill up the titles whatever you needed, and then again this data is cleaning and giving us all the data. So how it will looks like, I will show it to you. This is a code which I'm running to always clean the data. So so this is the okay, this is the output. It will give us a stakeholder name, and then the LinkedIn post, everything in a clean format so that we can map in a Google Sheet. So the last one will be obviously updating a Google Sheet. So in essence, what we are doing is we are getting a data from a Google Sheet, we are looping it. If you have a LinkedIn, we are going here, finding a company details, company post, and then decision makers. And then if we don't have a LinkedIn, we will try to run one more Apify actor to find it. If yes, again it's going to the same journey. If not, we update the Google Sheet. So this is the thing which is happening here. So let's execute this workflow and see. Okay. So let's see what's the error here. Okay. I think it needs to have a company primary domain. Let me check. No. Okay, I think I missed one bracket. Yeah, the format was the wrong here. So we are taking these two items now. We're taking these two items and getting this data, which is highlighted here. Company LinkedIn description, stakeholder one, the CEO, founder, whatever it is. You need to change the title, and then yeah, we are taking all the data and then updating in our Google Sheet, and we will update the workflow to complete it also. Let me, pause this video, but it is running. I will resume this video after, or maybe I will show you how it works because it's already done. Yeah, you see, it is giving us the data and putting it here. So this will be the company LinkedIn description and the stakeholder one, their LinkedIn profile, and then the full name, and then the email if available, and then the stakeholder headline, and then about section. Likewise for the stakeholder 2, and we will have a last 3 LinkedIn post data here. So this is the last 3 posts by the company and the link to the last 3 posts also. And so the second workflow is done. Now the final one is finding this stakeholder's email. So how we do this? We use any email finder. Okay, guys. So I unpin the data. So what we are doing is again we are getting the Google Sheets data where workflow 2 is completed is yes. So we are filtering it here, and then in order to have any email finder to work, we need two things. As I mentioned earlier, I will show you what are the two things needed. So the domain, the primary domain, obviously this one, which is in this one, we need a primary domain and the full name of the stakeholder which we are getting data from. So yeah, and then here the HTTP module will be the post request, and this URL you can use find email for a person, post request, and authorization will be your API key. So don't use this one. This is mine. Obviously, I'm going to delete this API key after this video, so don't try to even use this one. But here it will be your API key. Don't share this API key with anyone. As I said, I will delete this after this video. And then content type will be application JSON, and then JSON, using JSON, and it will be this format. Domain, you need to map it with the primary domain from a Google Sheet, and the full name from will be the stakeholder's full name. So in our case, it will be the stakeholder's name, and then primary domain will be this one. Yeah, and yeah. So if you run it, what it does is it finds the email. If it find, it's fine. If not, it will be null, and we will update that too. And here we use AI agent, and I use ChatGPT. Here I'm giving it, here's the data for you. Do the intro, don't do the intros and outros, because it will give, ChatGPT will give hi, yes, for sure. Here is the input for you, sorry, here is a detailed output for you, this kind of words. So we eliminate that, and we give the name, person's name, headline, company description. So obviously it needs to be taken from, just let me check. We go here, and then company LinkedIn description, this one. We can take it from here, and then companies are recent 3 posts. We take it from our Google Sheet. If you scroll, you can see company LinkedIn post 3, 2, 1. So you put it here and create one LinkedIn, one cold call opening script, and one email for this person. And here I give a system message, the long one. So you can change it if you want. You can go through this and you can change it however you see fit for your case. And also I use output parser. The output parser I use in this format so that it will give me output in this format so that I can map in a Google Sheet. Yeah. So this is the thing. So let's run this one, and it needs to fetch us two things. And what it needs to do is, if it can, it will find an email, and then it will create outreach message and it will update on our Google Sheet. So yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to show that person's email here, but we will see this outreach message created by ChatGPT here. Yeah. So it created a email for them, a LinkedIn DM for them, and cold calling script for them using the data which we provided. Same goes for the second person, email, LinkedIn, outreach script. And oh, we find this person's email. That's good. Cool. Yeah. So this is the thing. Automation. So we use three different automations for the things which we need to do. Obviously, you can replace this with CRM of your choice. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. So what we did here is, we have a website, we scrape the website data, and we look if LinkedIn is present, and we use ChatGPT to summarize it. We update our Google Sheet. After this, if LinkedIn is present, we take the company details, company recent three posts, find decision makers email, update sheet. If no, we look for it and do the rest. If we still couldn't find it, we say we don't have LinkedIn. After LinkedIn data, we use any email finder to find this person decision maker's email, and then we use ChatGPT, give all the data of the LinkedIn's and then the person's LinkedIn to create outreach message and update our Google Sheet. So this is the thing which we did here. So I know I didn't go in depth in each and everything because I don't want to take too much of the time in going through each and everything. But in case if you have trouble with connecting this one, connecting anything, please use some other video, because there is create great detail and in-depth video on how to connect every module in N8N, which I don't want to do this in my video. Yeah, that's all. So what I can do is, I will give all the these three blueprints in the description, plus the links to the Apify actor which I used here. So it will be in a description too, so that you can check it out, and then use this Apify actor. And then yeah, if you have any questions, do let me know, and then I'm more than happy to help you. Yeah. So thank you. This concludes this video. Thank you.